So as I said, we use the forms to collect data into the system, because this system without data, it is not going to be meaningful. It needs data for it to be meaningful. So understanding how the form is organized is also another important thing. So let's look at the form. So I can go ahead and click on this new. Just look at this form. I just told you that everywhere I see this new button, I mean, if you want to create a new record, for example, I want to create a new room here, the form will always be there. I mean, the button will always be there. So if I click on new, it will give me a section of of a form. So this is how the form is organized. So you have a shortcut here to get back to the list from where you were. So if you click here, it will take you back to the list and resume from the point where you stopped from. So everywhere you see a red star or a red asterisk in the form, just know that field is required. And if you submit without touching that field, then it will go ahead and redirect you back. It will not accept that particular submission. So if you want to upload a photo or a file, the file upload will always look like this. You can either drag and drop an item there on this particular browser. This word where there is browse, that's where you drag and drop an item. Don't drop it this side, but here on this very thing. Or you can just simply click on it and look for an item that you want to place there, and then after it will go ahead and show up like that. All right. So that is how you can preview that item in full screen. You can be able to remove it from there. So that's how you attach photos. Then you have here the button to submit. So this button to submit will enable you to submit the data and have it submitted or saved online on the server. So if you want to continue creating means that I want to create this record and I don't want to leave this page. I want to create another one immediately after creating this record. Let's say you have 10 students that you want to admit. So you can admit one as you go to the next without going back to the table. So if you want to keep on this table after submitting, you just simply click on new creating. So when I click on continue creating, the system will keep me in the same in the same place without refreshing. It will just save. I mean, without going to the table, it will save and then show you the response that has been saved, and then clear the form and keep you to the same page. That is when you click on this continue creating. So let's say, for example, look at these students. I mean, for example, look at the student here. The student form is a little bit advanced. So let's look at it also. So if you want to create a new one, just simply click here, and then you'll have ability to create a new student. All right. So the form will look like that. So some forms will have tabs. So tabs will help you to, helps you to organize the content in form of in form of their relevance sections. So if I want to go to personal information, I can click here. I go to personal information, I can click here, go into classes, etc. So those are what we call tabs. So you should expect them, and you should always check out for them when you're dealing with a system. So it keeps the same record, but keeps this section in their respective context. So we have another item. These are called radios. You can pick one or the other. This is the date. So the date will be like this. You can navigate to different months and pick a date. And then we have a drop down. This is how a drop down looks like. And then we have a section of selecting photos. I've already explained this one. So going back, there's another type of record that I'd like to show you. Multiple records. For example, this student can have, for example, multiple classes of theology. So here you can click on new to get another record to add there. So everywhere you see click on new to add, you just simply click there, and then the new button will always be there in green color, and then you can click on to add multiple items. You can go ahead and remove like this, right? You can go ahead and remove like this. So this one has to continue editing. Continue editing means like after submission, it should load that record back in the section, and maybe I continue editing it. That's what is meant by continue editing. So literally, those are our forms. They are not so complicated. That is when you're creating a new record, you just simply click here. Now what about when you want to update? As I told you, just simply come here to the record that you want to update, click on those action button, and then click on Click on edit. So once you click on edit, it will take you to the to the new section. of what? Of editing. All right. So that is how we do what? That's how our form looks like, and that's how we deal with the forms. And when you go to the editing, to load by default, to load all the data that is already there about that particular records. All right, thank you for watching. Let's meet in the next section. We're going to look at the navigation, the mobile platform navigation. How does this system, how can you work with this system when you're using the mobile phone, since this system is 100% responsive on the mobile phone. So see you in the next section, the next video, where shall go look at the mobile phone responsiveness or navigation.